हेलो। राम राम सभी को। कैसे हैं आप लोग? थोड़ा सा कट गया है यहाँ पे, हाथ में दर्द हो रहा है। तो चलिए आज हम बात करते हैं। आज हम पढ़ेंगे ये चैप्टर, स्टे क्लियर ऑफ गॉसिप एंड ड्रामा। आज इसको पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है। चलिए देखते हैं, इसके बाद फिर बात करेंगे। थोड़ा ये लंबा नहीं है, 2-3 पेज का है। चलो देखते हैं। Drama is for TV, not for the real life. Don't play a part in someone else's episode in which they are the only star. At some point, everyone will find themselves taking part in gossip. Sometimes they won't even realize that they are doing it. The worst part is that people actually enjoy it. They don't think they are being judgmental and see gossip as harmless. They just love the excitement of hearing juicy rumors about those around them and passing them on. Then getting a reaction, and this make gossips a great way to lower your vibration. Regardless, spreading gossip praise on our ego. We do it to try to feel good but about ourselves, to feel superior to others. It very often judgmental, and most judgments stems from haters, which is a low vibrational state that will only lead to you inviting unpleasant experience into your life. As we are already established, every thought and word hold a powerful vibration. When we discuss other in a negative way, we are sending negative energy out into the universe. As a result, this lower our own vibration, resulting in toxic event in our lives that will reproduce ill feeling. Ayurveda, the ancient Indian medical system, says gossip affects some of our energy centers known as chakras. This actively strict as us from acceding, acceding to higher vibration state. New outlet profit from gossip by publicizing other people's misfortune. Luckily for them, some people buy into it. As a result, it's become socially acceptable to discuss other people. Yet everyone know they wouldn't like it if they were the subject of gossip. So distance yourself from conversation about others, or try to direct the discussion to something more positive. You will notice that more often than not, people who spend their time gossip are the ones who seem to complain or find comfort in misery. If you join them in their habits, you will gradually become disillusioned with life too. Similarly, getting swept up in unnecessary drama can heighten both stress and anxiety. This puts you in lower emotional state, and as you already know by now, this reflect unseverely in your life. Give you why give up your joy? Why? I have learned to avoid drama at all cost because it does nothing good for me. I once come across a high drama person who attempted to argue with me about a point I made ironically. My point had been that we should walk away from fight because they can distract our peace. But he didn't believe that we should when I kindly told him that I respected our difference and we should move on. He got angry if I felt he was actually interested in my perspective. I have been happy to share it and listen to his. However, he only wanted to argue to prove me wrong and drag me down. His ears, his ears were shut in his mouth was open. He wasn't ready to learn, only to dedicate. Our beliefs were different and he got really worked up by it. To him, I was spreading false information and creating further suffering into the world with my viewpoint. This anger was followed by personal abuse directed toward me, particularly since wouldn't take part in his battle. I simply stay silent and observe until I could distance myself. It didn't seem like this person cared deeply for other people's well-being or that he wanted to prevent suffering in the world. Aggressive behavior contradicted his point. He simply needed to justify why he was right and that he his way was the only way. My belief centered his truth that we should always fight back, and without that truth his identity become threatened. This is the work of the ego. Your ego is your self image created by through thought. It's your social mask, one that constantly required validation because it lives in fear of losing its sense of identity. When you are upset because someone doesn't like you, it's your ego operating. You validate your existence based on their approval. Why they disprove of you? You no longer feel good about who you are. Let, let's see some quotes. Our ego always want to feel significant and adopt. Our ego always want to feel significant and adore. It seek instant gratification. Each want to feel more powerful than other people. थोड़ी सी और बचा हुआ है, इसको भी पढ़ ही लेते हैं. It's the reason people buy things they don't need to impress the people that they don't even care about. It's the reason we become bitter about other people's success. It's the reason a grade exists and why we are constantly striving to outdo outdo others. It prevents us from acting with love and understanding. Unfortunately, many of us identify ourselves with a certain image through our lives that created by our ego, and we have to keep or maintaining and protecting it. If others don't approve of the image of ourselves that we have created, our identity become threatened, and the ego will fear of for its protection, just as in the case here. May belief force that person to question his own belief and therefore question his identity, which posed the threat. This is why he was quick to get defensive and to attack. This happens a lot. Sorry. This happens a lot in life because of ego. People don't say or ask things out of a curiosity. They simply want to prove others wrong. They want people to follow their truth not because they necessarily care about others, but because they fear being wrong and not knowing who they are. There are a lot of high drama people in the world who seem to thrive in their toxic condition. I try to keep an open mind and to listen to to other people's perspective. However, I have also learned not to waste time on people who have no interest in what I have to say or why I say it. You must make sure that you don't involuntarily take part in the internal battles of others. Dis- Discussing problem and sharing information is fine when the intention doesn't stem from the desire to make yourself feel superior through the belittlement of others. This provides a false sense of self, of consequently lower your vibe. There are better way to spend your time than gossip or involving yourself in drama. Instead, try to focus on your own life and on trying to improve it. Time is precious and you should be investing it wisely by doing something constructive that will make your life greater. दोस्तों, कभी कभी क्या होता है ना कि इंसान बहुत ड्रामे में फंस जाता है। वो कोई कोई ऐसा इंसान होता है कि वो अपना बात को क्लियर बोल नहीं पाता है, किसी के सामने बोल नहीं पाता है। और ये क्यों नहीं बोल पाता है? या तो उसके अंदर में ये चल रहा होता है कि यार ये मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेगा क्या नहीं सोचेगा। ठीक है, एक्चुअली जो आप बोलना चाह रहे, क्लियर करना चाह रहे हैं, लेकिन आपसे बोला नहीं जा रहा है क्योंकि आपके माइंड में उस चीज़ को लेकर के दोनों चीज़ है, नेगेटिव पॉइंट और पॉजिटिव पॉइंट। आपके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है कि यार अगर मैं बोलूँगा उसे तो वो नेगेटिव लेगा या पॉजिटिवली लेगा। ठीक है, और अगर आप बता भी देते हो तो आपको वो जो बताता है कि हाँ भाई ठीक है, ऐसा होना चाहिए वैसा होना चाहिए। कभी भी कुछ भी बात करना हो किसी से तो क्लियर कट बात करना चाहिए। और हमेशा दूर रहो इस सब ड्रामा से कि आर्गूमेंट मत करो कि यार ये है वो है, फलना है ठिकाना है। ये सब आर्गूमेंट नहीं करना चाहिए। आई बात समझ में? तो जितना हो सके ये सब ड्रामा से दूर ही रहो और अच्छे लोगों के साथ रहो, आपको पॉजिटिव वाइब मिलेगा। आप नेगेटिव लोगों के साथ रहोगे तो नेगेटिव वाइब मिलेगा। आई बात समझ में? तो नेक्स्ट है, नेक्स्ट चैप्टर है कल जो पढ़ेंगे हम लोग, सॉर्ट आउट योर न्यूट्रिशन एंड वाटर। दिस चैप्टर ये हम पढ़ेंगे कल। ये सॉर्ट आउट योर न्यूट्रिशन एंड वाटर। व्हाट यू कंज्यूम यू, व्हाट यू कंज्यूम यू, व्हाट कंज्यूम यू कंट्रोल इन योर लाइफ, कंट्रोल्स योर लाइफ। कल इसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे। आज हम थोड़ा स्क्रिप्ट लिखना है नेपाल के बारे में। अभी नेपाल में जो स्थिति चल रहा है वो बहुत ही भयानक चल रहा है। वहाँ के जो बहुत लोग मारे जा चुके हैं, लगभग 19 से 20 लोग मारे जा चुके हैं, बहुत लोग घायल भी हैं। तो उस पर थोड़ा स्क्रिप्ट लिखना है। अगर कुछ पता हो क्या बनाया जाए स्क्रिप्ट में तो ज़रूर बताइएगा। हेलो दोस्तों, अभी थोड़ा सा बनाना है वीडियो, तो मिलते हैं अब कल। तब तक के लिए जय श्री राम।